Hey there, and welcome to another episode of Anti-Aging Insights. I'm Dr. Teri Fisher, and today we're diving into another exciting topic, something that we haven't really spoken about a lot on the podcast so far, and that is the rise of non-invasive skin tightening techniques. So I want to get into a little bit of the overview, what this is all about. So we want to talk a little bit about why one would want to choose to get a skin tightening treatment, and then we'll get into the different types, and we can explore a little bit about each one so that by the end of this podcast episode, you have a better sense of what these are all about. Well, as we age, our skin naturally loses elasticity, and that leads to some of that sagging and some of those wrinkles. But here is the good news. We do have powerful tools to combat these signs of aging without going under the knife. So I want to start with a little bit of an overview of what these non-invasive techniques are. And there's essentially three different ones. We're talking about radiofrequency treatments, we're talking about ultrasound treatments, and we're talking about laser therapies. All of these therapies, treatment modalities, work by stimulating collagen in one way or another. And that helps because collagen is one of the underlying proteins, one of the underlying substances that make up our skin. And when we have more collagen, that helps to create a more youthful, tightened looking skin. And with these technologies, again, this is all without any incisions. So let's talk first of all about radiofrequency treatments. Now, radiofrequency treatments, sometimes known as RF, is a type of energy that heats up the deeper layers of the skin. And in doing so, that kickstarts the collagen production. There are actually a number of different types of RF devices. One of the ones that's quite popular is something known as thermage, and we have that at our clinic in anti-aging medical and laser. I've seen some of the fantastic results with these, especially for patients looking for a subtle lift. Many patients come into our clinic. Just the other day, I had a patient asking me, how can I tighten my skin around my neck? How can I tighten my skin? And this is one excellent way that we can do that. Now, we also have ultrasound therapies, and these use focused ultrasound energy to tighten the skin. All therapy is a particular standout here, and it's really effective for the face and for the neck as well. And again, I can think of patients that have come to see us that have chosen to go with this therapy, and again, the results are tremendous, and it helps to give that more youthful, tightened looking skin. Now, laser technologies. Lasers also can work wonders for skin tightening and improving texture as well. And there are different types of lasers that you can think about. There are non-ablative lasers that tend to work beneath the skin surface. And we also have ablative lasers. And these actually remove the top layer for more dramatic results. And that's actually really good for pigment. It's good for texture as well, because we are getting some new skin to grow there. So when we think about these types of treatments, we've got these non-invasive treatments. What is the alternative? Well, the alternative, of course, is a surgical option. And how do these non-invasive treatments stack up with the surgical options? Well, the pros of the non-invasive treatment is minimal downtime. There is very, very minimal downtime for this because we're not having to recover from incisions and healing of literal lacerations in the skin caused by a scalpel. And so that obviously does not take as long time for the skin to heal. So again, there's minimal downtime. As well, there's lower risk. There's lower risk when you do non-invasive treatments versus having a surgical procedure. And often, very often, the cost is much lower with the non-invasive treatments. What is the trade-off? Well, the trade-off is that the results are usually more subtle and they may require some treatments over time. In other words, you may have to repeat treatments to get that consistent, naturally looking results. But the lack of scarring from these treatments, as opposed to the surgical treatments, is another very interesting factor to consider when you are making a decision about the type of treatment you want to have for tightening of your skin. Now, here's where it gets really interesting, because you can actually do combination therapies. By combining different non-invasive treatments, we can actually enhance the results and create personalized treatment plans. For example, one might use ultrasound to lift and tighten, and then follow up with RF to improve the skin texture. It's all about tailoring the approach to the individual needs. And so that leads us to who is an ideal candidate for these treatments. Generally, these work best for people with mild to moderate skin laxity. If you're seeing early signs of aging and you want to be proactive, and if you're not ready for more drastic surgery, these could be the perfect treatments for you. But it's also really crucial to have realistic expectations. These treatments can make a noticeable difference, but they won't deliver the same kind of results that you would get with a surgical facelift. So what about the future? When we look to the future, we're seeing some exciting developments. There's ongoing research into combining these technologies with growth factors and stem cells for even better results. It's really exciting to see the advancements in the energy-based devices themselves that can target specific layers of the skin with unprecedented precision. And so, to sum it up, non-invasive skin tightening technologies offer a fantastic option for those looking to turn back the clock without surgery. Whether you're interested in RF, ultrasound, or laser treatments, there's likely a solution that fits your needs and your goals. And so before I sign off, I want to tell you a little bit about a special offer that is happening soon. In fact, February 28th to March 2nd, 2025. If you are not familiar with CBAM, C-B-A-M, they are the Canadian Board of Aesthetic Medicine, and they are putting on their very first Congress in Vancouver. They have done congresses in other places before, but they are putting on their very first Congress in Vancouver from February 28th to March 2nd, 2025. It's going to be a fantastic event for anyone interested in aesthetic medicine. And being a partner with CBAM, I have a special invitation discount code for you. That's DRFISHER-CBAM, Dr. Fisher-CBAM. This code will give you a discount of $375 off the registration fee. So to go and check that out, all you have to do is go to drterifisher.com/CBAM, and I look forward to seeing you there. And so, with that said, today's podcast episode is a wrap. Remember, when you look good, you feel good, and these non-invasive treatments can definitely help you achieve both. If you're curious about what option might be right for you, feel free to reach out to us at our clinic, and we'd love to help you on your journey to sculpted confidence. Until next time, take care, and I'll talk to you soon.